What's up, everyone? Flashcraft. That's right, it's Beau here from Flash TV Talk. That's right. And I am here, well, with Star Labs behind me. Now, last week I said that this week was going to be the last episode, and I was wrong. Yeah, I was totally wrong. This is the penultimate episode of Flashcraft because, of course, we first have to show off Star Labs, which is, right here. So there it is. Ta-da! Episode done. Goodbye, everybody. No, I'm just kidding. We got a little video to kind of showcase everything. And then I'm going to give you a little bit of a walking tour. So let's jump into it to check out our Star Labs build. And there you have it. Oh, man. Okay, so obviously this is not our first time building Star Labs. This is, in fact, our second time building Star Labs and our last time building Star Labs. But you know what? It looks really great. And we took what we learned from Season 1, and we thought this was the perfect way to cap off Flashcraft as a whole, is to kind of bring us back to our roots. And as you know, if you've been watching for some time, we decided to not just make Star Labs, but turn it into something of a Flashcraft Museum. Not necessarily dedicated to the Flash, but to the Flash crafters and all of the wonderful things that we made. So when you first walk in or first walk up, let's go a little bit further than that. All right, let's pull back. Whoop. So one of the things that has to be acknowledged is that we really had a hard time figuring out where to put it. Originally, we were going to put it over here. And I mean, in hindsight, that would have been nice. I mean, it definitely would have worked back here. But we had this road going to nowhere. And we thought, well, you know what? How about have a road that actually goes to somewhere? And let's make that somewhere Star Labs. This way, it is part of the skyline. It's, a little bit buried into the city. But to some extent, that's nice. It makes it feel as though, it is part of Central City as opposed to just this random thing out in the middle of nowhere. Now, that being said, we literally had to build the ground around it. So I guess it did kind of get built out in the middle of nowhere, but I think it's really, I think it works. I think we're all glad that it's here. Now walking up, you've got the Flash banners on either side, just really kind of communicating that Flash Museum feel. And when you walk in, the first thing if you were to walk into a museum, you're going to have like your little ticket booth right here. Now we've got a little greeting message right here letting you know what it is you're about to enter into. And I don't have a ticket, so I'm going to just kind of hop over the banisters here. Yoink. And you're now greeted with, you got a stairway over here, and those bring you up there. And then you also have maps of our team builds for this season. We had 3 main big team builds. Now, we had lots of adventures and lots of things that we kind of worked on along the way, and various people teamed up for different personal projects and that sort of thing. But as far as like Flashcrafters as a whole, together we worked on the Hall of Justice, which is right here. We also worked on the Legion of Doom, which is right here. And then, of course, we had Star Labs, which is right here. Now, we'll be visiting these two again and revisiting those next episode as part of the grand finale. But right now, it is all about the Star Labs. So you enter into the main hall, and yes, you're greeted immediately with the time machine, which was a source of so many fun antics throughout this season. We had a lot of fun with that. And up here, you've got a little bit of some information detailing the history of the time machine. It was great. I actually went back and did some research, quote unquote research. And I found that the concept of time travel was first introduced in episode 6, where me from episode 12 went back in time to episode 6. We did a pretty good job, I think. I think we did a really good job, keeping all the time travel, timey-wimey stuff in order. I mean, it's not perfect, but hey, I think it turned out great. And then also, information about my future self. This main hall really is kind of the space that I used to fill out with some various items. Of course, in previous episodes, we talked about all of these, so you can kind of go back there. And this is the most important because this is where my armor will be after the last episode, as well as my gear. I'll probably empty out my ender chest and put all the gear in here right next to the Netherite throne replica. In Beall's room, which is over here, the Beall room, he declared himself the Lord of Slime. And I think it's because, now I don't know this for sure, but I believe he did this because he opened up a slime shop early on and nobody bought anything ever, except for me right before the Brainiac War. And so he just was literally sitting on a mound of slime. And so he thought, you know what? Thus he should be the Lord of Slime. And and I think this is just a small sample of the back stock of slime that he has that was never purchased. So that seems appropriate. He also has his orders from Ra's al Ghul. There's still a question out as to who the real Ra's al Ghul was. Now, of course, hey, we know what's up. But, the people of Central City don't know. And so I think it's appropriate, given the fact that there was such speculation that it was Beall, that it makes sense for this to be here. And then also his wool shop, which was a surprising success, and Jeb, or at least a clone of Jeb, because I'm pretty sure Jeb died at some point. So, hi Jeb, how's it going? Yeah, I think this is a Jeb clone, but regardless, he is here, and we've got kind of the wall of wool in the Beall room. Then making our way down here, we've got the Will room, or the Mayor exhibit. An exhibit about his experiences in this season. So everybody, as we mentioned, each Flashcrafter was given a room and given the chance to really decorate it the way they wanted to and kind of share what they felt were some of their great accomplishments and moments throughout the season. Will has the Fall Trap exhibit. So as you can see here, this is a recreation of the way in which Will created traps to kill or occasionally be killed, although I think Will was pretty good about evading traps, to be fair. Also, we have the Blue Lantern. This was great. Oh, wow. Actually, is this... Yeah, I wonder if these are... Look at this. Okay, this is the Lord of the Shulkers quest. All right, so I knew that's what this was, but I didn't quite realize that he's got all the books from the Lord of the Shulkers quest that he went on midway through Flashcraft. That got us back on brand. Although, interestingly enough, the idea here was to kind of kick off a Blackest Night, which never actually kicked off. But you know what? Who knows? Maybe in the future. Central City Citizen. Now, Will was responsible for creating the Central City Citizen, which was kind of the local newspaper. This was really cool. I think it was a big surprise. For a little while, we didn't actually know it was him that was behind all this. So one of the big benefits of this big kind of tribute rooms is you get to see who was really behind everything. Although I do think at this point we all know who was pretty much behind everything. Wait, Supreme Leader Resistance? Wait, what? Phase 1 plan of the... Wait a minute, was Will behind the Resistance? Hang on, hey. Now, all right, so I stand corrected. I Harrison Wells. What? Okay, hang on. Phase 1 plan of resistance. Financial difficulty. Do not buy from Supreme. That's why I haven't been able to make any diamonds. Little annoyances. Place trees around his base and many chicks. Yeah, the chickens were annoying. Those actually clogged up my system several times. The trees I didn't mind. Actually, the trees were actually kind of nice though. Do not trust Will, the mayor supreme leader. Okay, so look at this. Look at that. He was trying to throw me off the scent here. Viral campaign signs around the town when we do something. Zone boarding, judicial tax, place supreme leader on trial. That didn't work. That backfired hard. Everyone needs to make dyes and cement. They were. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. This took a turn here. All right. So apparently Will was behind the resistance the entire time, lest it would not be in this room. Huh. There were some things I figured out. Like I did, like obviously the chickens and the trees were an obvious one. The sign's obvious. I never paid taxes. Who doesn't pay his taxes? Beau man. So I never paid my taxes. And I kept on arguing them, and basically I fought my taxes in court to the point where now the season is over. I never had to pay them. This though, people making dyes and creating financial difficulties, that was probably the most successful of their entire campaign, because I was shocked that LexCorp Plaza didn't do nearly the kind of business it should have done. That was surprising. And look at that. Look at all those cactus out there. I wonder if that's where they were growing their green dye. Unbelievable. Okay, well, I feel betrayed, but I guess we'll keep going. Villager farm, yes, he was big on that. Resource farming, yes. Will was actually really good about making sure that we had... he was always fighting to make sure that we had some kind of resource farming near and around the city, especially XP farming. He actually just recently created a new XP farm since with the latest update, it kind of killed off the Trident killers. On the X Mansion. Okay, so here's Will's base right here. Will decided early on that he was going to bump the system, and instead of going DC, he went Marvel first thing and went with the X-Men Mansion, and it turned out really, really great. We, I kind of joked and said that the road leading up to his base was off-brand land. Okay, so this is kind of cool. So how the mayor got the diamonds back, which, temporarily, he got the diamonds back, and of course he broke into my safe, and by doing so, it was originally built, and I can't remember if I showed this off on a video or not, but the way that I set it up was that one person was supposed to stand in a specific spot at the bottom of the LexCorp warehouse. And the other person was supposed to stand in the vault room. Like that was how it had to work. And so the idea was that whoever was standing in the vault room was going to be tempted to take the diamonds for themselves and not give it to the person that they recruited to help them out. It was a good evil plan there. Will got super creative. He got a skeleton in a mine cart, pushed the mine cart into the space, and then came back around and got the diamonds for himself, or more specifically the city. But of course, that was fine. I mean, like, that's technically, it's theft is what it is. I mean, like, let's call it what it is. The mayor stole from me diamonds that I acquired legally. But water under the bridge, water under the bridge. Okay, all right. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Season's almost over. Just it's fine. Fox's room. In memoriam. Beau's loyal donkey. Oh, this is great. All right, Fox must have added this, or somebody added this. So I had a donkey, my loyal donkey, during the quest. I think I called him Beall, and he's been missing ever since. He was around Central City, like every once in a while he would pop up, and you'd see him kind of walking around, and people would tie him up here and there. But since then, he has been missing. So if you see a donkey named Beall, that is my loyal donkey. So by all means, please let me know. The Fox room. So Fox has a lot of great things in here, and I love the way that he did these in a kind of an artistic way. For example, his shop exhibit, he's got all of his various shops represented. He's got, a great map of his base with the coordinates to get there. But Fox was really kind of the king of maps. He also created the White Lantern, Black Lantern, which was a really cool concept. It started off as a White Lantern and then kind of slowly became a Black Lantern over time. Of course, yes, his first base. Fox as the host of Brainiac represented here, and as the Chicken Bomber. Now this concerns me. It says replica chicken head bomb, press button at own risk. Well, hello guys. Did this just bomb the whole thing with chickens? Oh no. Oh man. All right. So apparently he has a. Oh man. What have I done? Okay. All right. You know what? This was a mistake. This was a mistake. Sorry. Yep. Aha. Okay. Yes. Go away. Oh no. What have I done? What have I? Just get out of there. I can't even look at you. I can't even get you. No, go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. Something, anything. This is literally all I've got. Boom. Okay. What? Over here too? There you go. Ha. There you go. All right. I think we've undone what we meant to not do, except for all those stupid chickens. All right. Yes. Over here. Secret hidden base? Fox had a secret hidden base? See, you learn all these things. I didn't know he had a secret hidden base. Wild. Wait, no, that's not Fox's base, because I made that over there. This was, all right, so this was originally a farm that I was working on that ended up kind of backfiring, and then I made it over here. I wonder if he took it over. Huh. Interesting. There's a secret hidden base somewhere. That's, interesting. I love this. Fox made his icon into a map, which is so cool. I'm really hoping next season he does this as a business, because that looks awesome. That looks so cool. And then here is the great map exhibit. Now this is actually the smaller version of the world map. He has done a massive one, and I believe that also Snow and Night helped him, and you can kind of see it up there. We'll go take a look in just a second. But let's first go over to the Kyle room, where Kyle has the fight against Ra's al Ghul here represented. He also is kind of our jungle supplier with the trees, so nice to see that that's represented as well. The Great Tree of Flashcraft. Ooh, I like that. The Great Quartzoff, and these are all tributes to kind of moments that happened across the season, which is really, really awesome. Got the Journey to the End. The guys... You know, that at one point, obviously, I was the king of wings, and so they all decided they were going to take this great journey to the end, and they all died multiple times, and they paid me many netherite blocks because they failed so hard. The quest for sea lanterns. Now that I think was relatively more successful. We had a couple of good excursions to go get some sea lanterns. The bank heist to end all bank heists. Beautiful. The Wither Rose, I think, as a tribute to when we fought off the Wither, Beall, and I think that was Beall, Kyle, and I. And yeah, that was the Creeper War. Oh man, you know, the Creeper War. These are such great moments. I'm reminiscing right now, remembering how I had such plans for the Creeper War that ended up getting folded into what became the war with Brainiac. It's so interesting to see how everything just kind of comes together. When you've got kind of a collaborative SMP like this and so many different people with kind of different storylines and different takes, you just kind of learn to go with it. And it can be a lot of fun. Kyle did a great job with this. Everybody did a great job with their rooms down here. But let's go upstairs. All right, I love this because Dr. Alien, in being very new, got a lot of stuff done very, very quickly. This is a replica of various mining camps I have over Earth 2. And recently I've noticed on our Discord, people have started to find some of these little mining camps and started posting pictures of them, which is kind of cool. The armor I wore in the battle against Brainiac, that's right. Dr. Alien, if you go back and watch that video, he's like the only one that's like decked out in diamond armor. The rest of us are either completely armorless or utilizing some form of the Agents of Acronym armor that we wore very briefly. And a mini shield generator. Of course, he was responsible for creating the shield generator that is out over Area 52. But also, I believe, yes, he has one around his base as well. So definitely great. And then I love this. The Flashcraft, we've got the carpeted area over here, just as kind of the big sign for the museum when you first walk in, with both the reverse and the flash symbols here. And y'all, this is the crown jewel achievement. This is the mega map, the grand map, I should say, of basically almost the entire known world. I mean, like, as big as they could possibly get it in here. You've got all the way out here is off-brand land with the X Mansion right over here. You've got this massive road. This is where Dr. Alien's spaceship is. Right here, I believe, is one of Fox's bases, although I could be wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong on that. Now, I have a theory. I don't know this for a fact, but I think this road, which just recently popped up, I'm guessing that must connect Night and Snow's base. Plus, it does have kind of like a ice and dark theme, so that's there. Now, that being said, Snow does have a cool base in city, and actually, I think I'll probably show you all that before we log off today, because it's pretty sweet. Here is my base down here. So the saloon base, the UFO, you can kind of see it peeking in over here. This new rail system right here, which is kind of the tunnel system for part of the rail between Central City and my base. This is Fox's base, I believe. So, I wonder what this is. Oh no, this is the mansion. This is the the Harrison Wells mansion. That's what that is. So you got Fox's base over here, and then almost it goes out to the coast, where we left. We went over the sea to go and do the quest for the Blue Lantern. So this was an impressive project. It took a lot of different Flash crafters. I know Fox really kind of led the charge, and like I mentioned, both Night and Snow helped in getting this completed, and just absolutely incredible. Props too. I'm sure that Will and Kyle may have done some as well. So I don't mean to leave anybody out. Just that it's done. They've done a great job with it. And then of course the curator's office, which we built last episode. And yeah, all things considered, I think this turned out really, really great. So there you have it, the Flashcraft Museum. I think it turned out amazing. It's kind of a fun way to do a twist on the Star Labs concept that we did before. And it is a great tribute, of course, to the Star Labs of the Flash CW series, which has just been such a great, cool, iconic building, and something that I think we will see continued on in a lot of different media for the Flash for years to come. So also, I guess we got to at least point out this. We've got on top various Harrison Wells. I don't know who did this. I think this was a Fox thing. I don't know who did this. I think, is that Harrison R. Wells? All right, so with the glowing axe, that's Harrison R. Wells, R standing for roof, because we found him on the roof. And he has recruited other Harrison Wells from across the multiverse who have also come up here. They are unnamed Harrison Wells, and I think we're just going to leave them. Normally, we might put them in Iron Heights, but not today. Not today. Speaking of Iron Heights, and as I mentioned before, Snow has created a little mini house over here. I love this. Look at this over here. Like, she squashed it right between LexCorp Plaza and Iron Heights. Oh, and just made it the most charming thing ever. Now, I mean, let's just say that again. She has a mini house between LexCorp Plaza and Iron Heights Prison. I mean, it's not. I wouldn't call it the safest spot, but man, oh man, I keep on falling off here. I think it's incredible. I think it's absolutely awesome. I don't think she would mind me popping in real quick. Yeah, a little bit of storage, a little crafting, bed, just the bare necessities, and it is awesome. Absolutely awesome. So props to Snow for that. What a great idea. And whoa, hello. What's this then? Right here?
Hello, can you hear me, Flashcraft fans? I know you can. Yes, it is I, Edward Nigma, the Riddler, and more importantly, your intellectual superior. My genius has allowed me to easily hack into your primitive communications. My goal is simple. You complete a series of amusing challenges and, well, you'll see. Ready for your first one? Good. It's an easy one. Now riddle me this. What is always in front of you but cannot be seen? I'll give you a minute to type your answer in the comment section below. Wah wah. Looks like time is up. Did you guess correctly? That's right, the future. I knew you could do it. And your prize. There's always a prize. So how about a glimpse of the future? Now, where did I leave that exit?
Sorry about that. That was weird.
We're back now. So anyway, we've got goodness. We've done some work here, and Star Labs looks absolutely incredible. I want to thank all the Flashcrafters for their hard work. As Star Labs actually loads in around me, there we go. This thing was awesome. Awesome to build, a labor of love, and I think just the perfect kind of final team build for this season of Flashcraft. All right, so I know I said this last week, but it is definitely true this week. Next week will be the final episode of Flashcraft as we walk down memory lane and take a look at both the team builds that we've done as well as, personal projects and mini adventures that were referenced actually in the museum. This has been a lot of fun. It's been a special time, and we are going to have some fun next week. Be sure to tune in, and until next time, goodbye.